Chapter 11 I Can't Wait. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Lorlan, I give you a, Jagi grass, epic, but you actually picked all the leaves. You are really amazing, it's not just in the sweet potato canyon, it's everywhere. If there is only one Jagi grass, Lorlan, you can kiss it and kill your father. Also, why did you kiss your evil mask? Just say it if you want to kiss. I will take off your evil mask and kiss you enough. I can't wait. I felt like I missed something when we were pulling grass together just now. Dong Lei didn't say anything more. After sighing, he turned around and walked into the sweet potato canyon. He and Lorlan didn't have any strange beasts outside the sweet potato canyon to stop them. This proves that the safer the situation, the more dangerous it is. But, for Dong Lei, what happened then? He was not panicked at all. After all, his strength was really too strong. As soon as Dong Lei walked into the depths of the sweet potato canyon, a bright light door appeared in front of him. This situation is that Dong Lei encountered a copy in the sweet potato canyon. Copies are encountered by chance, not every time. Maybe the task of, discover the missing Thunder Lion army of the Wind and Thunder Empire. SSS, is in the copy of the sweet potato canyon, so, after thinking about it, Dong Lei walked straight to the light door and went in. At this time, a system prompt and voice appeared on Dong Lei's information interface. Shifeng, you have encountered the sweet potato canyon copy. This copy is a Legion copy, which can provide 300 players to enter. Dong Lei was stunned for a moment, a little surprised. This copy is actually a Legion copy, which is one of the highest level copies. In addition, the difficulty of the Legion copy is very high, generally requiring the guild president and other military personnel with high military and industrial positions to form a large team. Dare to enter this kind of Legion copy. Generally, it is impossible for a single player or multiple players to complete the Legion dungeon. However, for someone as powerful as Dong Lei, his powerful strength can crush all. The things in the Legion dungeon will be snatched away by all kinds of people if members of the guild enter. After all, the equipment and items that are dropped from the Legion dungeon are much higher than other dungeons. Therefore, each Legion dungeon is hard won and appears randomly. It will attract the attention of a large number of game players, and even compete for looting. If you want to occupy a place to enter the Legion dungeon, you have to fight hard. Even the NPCs in the Chaos game will compete for it. Don't think that NPCs will not compete with game players for something. All the NPCs in the Chaos game are almost the same as people. There is no difference. The difference is that you can exit the game, but they can't. NPCs will also become more powerful like game players, and compete for various resources. To improve their own strength, they will even kill game players for profit. Dong Lei didn't think much and directly chose to click to enter the Legion dungeon. He didn't summon anyone, and he clicked to enter the Legion dungeon alone. Instantly, a choice appeared in front of Dong Lei. Please choose the difficulty of the Legion dungeon, point 1. Easy, point 2. Normal, point 3. Difficult, point 4. Horror, point 5. Infiltrate. Dong Lei didn't think about it and directly chose the infiltrate mode. For Dong Lei at present, there is no pressure at all in any dungeon. When Dong Lei chose the infiltrate difficulty, rays of light scattered on Dong Lei's body. Instantly, Dong Lei disappeared from the spot. After waiting for Dong Lei to open his eyes, he had already appeared in a valley. At this time, the voices of the system came to Dong Lei's ears. System prompt: you have entered the Fengyan Valley dungeon, infiltrative level. System prompt: since you chose the infiltrative level difficulty, your Legion dungeon benefits will be increased by an additional 3,000 times. System prompt: you feel the influence of the terrible breath, all attributes -30%. System prompt: you feel the influence of the terrible breath, fire attribute resistance -30%. It's not over yet. Dong Lei's voice came one after another. Congratulations, you have triggered a random 100-fold increase, and your Legion dungeon benefits will be increased by an additional 3,000 times. The dungeon also has a random 100-fold increase. This is also possible. Dong Lei heard the system voice coming from his ear, which made him extremely surprised and shocked. It directly increased the original infiltrative level of the Legion dungeon by 300 times. This terrible SSS level talent, passive crazy plunder, made him feel too abnormal. Originally, there were a lot of supplies in the Legion dungeon. Now, it is a 3,000-fold increase in benefits. In Dong Lei's opinion, if this trip, I would probably get numb just picking up equipment. Also, the resistance to fire attribute is minus 30%, let Dong Lei know. In this Fengyan Valley dungeon, infiltrating level, the beasts may all be fire attribute beasts. For a traditional mage like him, the damage of fire attributed beasts is generally high. Compared with other professions, traditional mages are relatively fragile, therefore, Dong Lei was extremely careful after taking a step. In this valley, the high mountain cliffs on both sides almost blocked the sunlight in the sky. Instead, on the walls on both sides of the valley, there was a flickering red light, as if it was a series of wolf smoke. Dong Lei held the Hex Devil gun, legendary, tightly and walked in slowly. Not long after walking, he found many corpses of soldiers wearing warrior armor. On the armor of these soldiers, there was a lion embroidered, and lightning flashed beside the lion. At this time, a system voice came from Dong Lei's ear. Congratulations, you have successfully completed the military mission. Discover the missing Thunder Lion Army of the Wind and Thunder Empire. SSS. Because you found the bodies of the soldiers of the Thunder Lion Army, you successfully discovered the mystery of the missing Thunder Lion Army. You get plus 200 W experience points, plus 200 W gold coins, plus 3,000 military value. Thunder Lion gift box, epic. Congratulations, you have triggered the random 100-fold increase. You have gained plus 200 million experience points, 200 million gold coins, 330,000 military value. Thunder Lion gift box, legendary. Directly let Dong Lei get 200 million experience points and 200 million gold coins, and 330,000 military value. There is also the Thunder Lion gift box, legendary. Dong Lei has not opened the previous Lorlan gift box, legendary, yet. The rewards for the tasks in this Sweet Potato Canyon are really high. In the future, if there are characters in the Sweet Potato Canyon, you need to take more. Without thinking too much, he walked deeper into the valley. At this time, the sound of war came from the depths of the valley. Dong Lei's eyes were sharp, holding the Hex Devil gun, legendary, and ran in quickly. Chapter 12 Daphne, the leader of the Thunder Lion Army. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Deep in the valley, Dong Lei watched from a distance and saw more than 10 figures of army soldiers, was fighting fiercely with a red-spotted tiger beast whose body was covered in flames. Red-spotted tiger, silver level, 20. Level, silver level.HP, 5000/5000. Attack power / magic attack power, 1530-2540. Skill damage, Tiger Roar, Iron Claw. Alien Beast Sheo, a powerful alien beast in the silver level. Its body is full of flames. It is a group alien beast and does not seem to be an easy beast to mess with. Standing in front was a woman, wearing a blue battle armor with a bright face. Her skin is as white as snow, with 2 small dimples, and her appearance is radiant and heroic, absolutely a stunning beauty. Her blue armor was stained with blood and dented in several places. This person is Daphne, the leader of the Thunder Lion Army of the Wind and Thunder Empire. However, the situation she is now in is extremely dangerous. Daphne was already seriously injured, and her men were facing attacks from the surrounding red-spotted tiger beasts. If this continues, she and her subordinates will definitely die in this place. What to do? Daphne bit her, with an angry face, and waved her hack and kill a red-spotted tiger beast that rushes towards him. This red-spotted tiger was chopped into 2 halves by Daphne. A large amount of bloody blood spurted out and was scorched by the hot ground. Left a lot of black blood traces. The remaining 10 or so subordinates, holding, rushed to kill the red-spotted tiger beast. Captain Daphne, let's fight our way out now so that you can rush out. That's right, we die, you must survive. Kill. Fight a bloody path for Daphne, / along with the red-spotted tiger and the strange beast. There are more and more surrounding layers. It has become very difficult for Daphne's subordinates to break out a bloody road. Let the soldiers of the Thunder Lion Corps rush out of that road and block them and strengthen them. Daphne, with blood overflowing from her mouth, felt the shadow of death coming over her face after killing a red-spotted tiger. At this time, group leader Daphne encountered two red-spotted tigers attacking her. The leader of the group, Daphne, raised her hand to block it, but was knocked away by the claws of the two red-spotted tigers. It hit the ground heavily and slid several meters away. Protect. Protect Captain Daphne. Go back and block the two red-spotted tigers attacking Captain Daphne. The remaining 10 or so men of the Thunder Lion Corps came over to support them, instead of blocking the red-spotted tiger that attacked the regiment leader Daphne. As a result, in Daphne's ears, the voice she least wanted to hear came, "If I were stronger, the result would not be like this. If he is strong enough, his subordinates will not scream and die one after another due to his own reasons." Daphne struggled to stand up. And after vomiting a mouthful of blood, she seemed to be at her current strength. It seems that it can no longer bear the attack of any red-spotted tiger. At this time, Daphne looked at her subordinates, already from more than 10 to 2 individuals. These two subordinates stood in front of her and fought with the red-spotted tigers, accompanied by the skill damage used by the red-spotted tiger, Tiger Roar. The two subordinates lost consciousness under the influence. They were attacked by other red-spotted tigers and their bodies were separated. Their internal organs and large intestines were scattered on the ground. Now, only Daphne, the leader of the group, is left. After the red-spotted tiger killed all the soldiers in the Thunder Lion army, looked at the leader Daphne. In an instant, the group of red-spotted tigers roared several times, and more than 10 of them attacked Daphne. Seeing this scene, Daphne's expression was extremely complicated and desperate. She never imagined that she would also face such a desperate situation. She was seriously injured and was unable to resist these red-spotted tigers. "Hey, we'll die too." Daphne sighed, lowered her head and closed her eyes, waiting for death to come. Suddenly, strong rays of light shot at the dozen red-spotted tigers. Boom! 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 Every ray of light emits strong sounds and bombing sounds. Let Daphne immediately open her eyes and look in front of her. Seeing that in front of Daphne, more than a dozen red-spotted tigers fell to the ground, their flesh broken into pieces. Seeing such a scene, Daphne suddenly turned her head and looked in the direction of the light. She saw a man wearing a mask, wearing thorn armor, legendary, and others walking towards her. This man is holding the Hex Devil gun, legendary, on one hand, and touching his evil mask, legendary, on the other. Under the normal attacks of the two weapons, looked particularly terrifying. Every attack of evil mask, legendary, is a 100% critical hit, and Hex Devil gun, legendary, steals the enemy's life 100%. At this moment, Dong Lei's health value is full, therefore, there are always numbers +0, +0, etc. in Dong Lei's head. Dong Lei's attack included using the skills he had just stolen. When Sure cooldown becomes a skill cooldown reduction of 200%, not only can normal attacks be used twice. Each use of LV1 Fangs, LV1 Bite, LV1 Tail Thorn, is equivalent to sending out two skills. Attack the group of red tigers, causing a terrifying damage value to burst out from their heads. -30W, -26W, -33W. In a short period of time, Dong Lei killed all the red tigers that surrounded him. Seeing this, Daphne knew that she would die. No matter who the opponent was, she could kill all the red tigers that came to kill her. Then, she would not be killed by the red tigers. At this time, Dong Lei walked in front of Daphne, still a step slower. The previous soldiers of the Thunder Lion army all died here. Only one severely injured Daphne was left, on the verge of death. If he didn't treat her, Daphne would not be able to get out. NPCs are different from game players. When they die, they really die, but unlike game players, they can't go back to the new village or town and revive again. Dong Lei looked at this beautiful, cold-colored, long-legged leader Daphne, and his interface displayed Daphne's information. LV19 Daphne, Master, Residual Health State, Character Introduction, the leader of the Thunder Lion Army. What? Daphne? Dong Lei was stunned for a moment, and didn't think that the person he saw now was actually Daphne. In the later stage of the game Chaos, Dong Lei in his previous life knew the terrifying strength of this Daphne. In Dong Lei's memory, Daphne later became the Saint of the Dead. She is one of the most terrifying and powerful saints in the later stages of the game Chaos. With her own strength, she shook all the powerful people in the entire game. She led the undead army, broke through many towns, and slaughtered a large number of players and NPCs. Daphne's strength in the later stages was very terrifying, close to being invincible. Chapter 13, To Save People, all for the sake of saving people. You are listening at novelfull.audio. If it weren't for the gathering of the East Ocean continent, several strong men would have surrounded and killed Daphne in the Thunder Dragon Valley of the Wind and Thunder Empire. Even so, Daphne killed most of the strong men, and was only killed by a strong man after being seriously injured. Therefore, this dead female saint left a deep impression on Dong Lei. He knew her terrible strength in the game. Unexpectedly, he met Daphne in this place. At this time, Daphne couldn't hold back the blood she had suppressed, and vomited it again, shaking her body, and she might fall down at any time. Seeing this, Dong Lei immediately supported Daphne's body and let her sit on the ground. From the systems package, he took out the Jai grass, epic level, he had just picked. Dong Lei had tens of thousands of Jai grass, epic level, in his package, so he took out 5, Jai grass, epic level. Jai grass, epic level, can restore 4000 HP. Enough to treat Daphne, who was on the verge of death. Dong Lei, a young man, directly stuffed Jai grass, epic level, into Daphne's mouth. He wanted Daphne to chew it up and swallow it herself, but Daphne was unconscious and didn't respond at all. Looking at this charming and cold face, Dong Lei didn't think too much. He could use human methods to inject the medicinal essence of Jai grass, epic level, into her body. Dong Lei directly put Jai grass, epic level, into his mouth and chewed it up. Then, Dong Lei didn't swallow the medicinal essence of Jai grass, epic level, that he chewed up. Instead, he slowly moved his mouth closer to Daphne's mouth. While kissing, the essence of Jai grass, epic level, was made to enter Daphne's mouth. System prompt: the Jai grass, epic, you fed Daphne has increased Daphne's health by 400. Dong Lei bit 4 more Jai grass, epic, at once, and bit all 5 of them. Dong Lei bit them continuously, opened the unconscious Daphne's mouth, and poured them in. Jai grass, epic, was very bitter, which made Dong Lei a little unhappy, but saving people is the first priority. There is no way to do this. Dong Lei didn't care at all. What about men and women not kissing each other? When kissing, there was no special effort, just focusing on saving people. However, Dong Lei still felt that Daphne, who had a cold face, had such tender lips. Finally, under the treatment of 5, Jai grass, epic, Daphne recovered a lot of blood, although the external injuries on the body still exist, but it's no big deal. Seeing this, Dong Lei tried to save people to the end, and then he went to search for the other dead soldiers and the supplies on their bodies. Congratulations, you got 10 gold coins, triggered a random multiplier, and got 3000 gold coins. Congratulations, you got repair powder, gold level, triggered a random multiplier, and got repair powder, epic level. Dong Lei looted a bunch of gold coins, repair powder and other supplies from these dead soldiers. At present, Dong Lei found that his experience pool has reached more than 3 billion, and there are still a lot of gold coins. From more than 13.4 billion at the beginning, it has reached more than 15.5 billion, since recharging 15 billion, he has earned more than 500 million. Let Dong Lei sigh to himself. Did he recharge too much? Repair powder, epic level, 10. Level, legendary, effect. Apply to the wound, it can stop bleeding and restore 200 blood points every second. Function introduction, it is a special legendary medicine, which has an effect on external injuries. After reading the medicinal properties of repair powder, epic, he looked at the unconscious Daphne again. Her body was still bleeding, and the external injuries were still very obvious. Dong Lei walked to Daphne, without paying attention to anything, and directly began to dismantle Daphne's blue armor. The vast fruitful scenery was swaying, and the white skin made Dong Lei swallow a few mouthfuls of water and no longer have any ideas. He was busy healing Daphne's external injuries. A few minutes later, Dong Lei had healed all of Daphne's external injuries. Daphne's blood volume was also more than half. And the warm-hearted Dong Lei came out of his own. He took out the body equipment robe that he had opened from the porcelain jar, advanced before and put it on Daphne. Among them, it is inevitable, after Dong Lei put on the robes and equipment for Daphne, he found a pair of charming eyes. Daphne was staring at Dong Lei, and at this time she gradually woke up. Dong Lei looked at Daphne in his arms, his face became a little embarrassed. In an instant, the air seemed to stagnate and fixed. Finally, Dong Lei took the initiative to ask. How do you feel? Yeah. A lot of recovery. Daphne's fair face was flushed and she answered. Just now. Dong Lei wanted to explain that it was not intentional, even if the kiss just now untied her blue armor. In order to apply medicine to her, he also gave her the inner armor. It was all to save her, there was no thought. Understand. Thank you. Daphne looked at Dong Lei with blurred eyes. This pair of blurred eyes made Dong Lei seem to have seen it before. Laurelin had stared at him like this before. System prompt, you get 2000% increase in Daphne's favorability. Congratulations, triggering a random multiplier, you get 66% increase in Laurelin's favorability. Daphne's favorability towards you has reached the extreme. It can't be improved anymore. Daphne will agree to whatever you want, that once a cold and beautiful woman falls in love, then she will completely become an accessory to the person who made her fall in love. The voice from the system made Dong Lei smile inwardly. Alas, his charm is too great. Dong Lei asked Daphne, can you stand up now? Seeing Daphne staring at him, wanting to carve Dong Lei into his bones, he nodded. So, Dong Lei helped Daphne stand up. Then, he slowly let go of his hand and let Daphne stand by herself. It seemed that there was nothing wrong. That's good. Now we are going to go deeper into the valley. In the future, Dong Lei did not intend to let Daphne follow him into the deeper part, including the previous Laurelin. He was more concerned about the life of her father Luo Donggue. However, Daphne had half of her health, and Dong Lei didn't know whether he should take her with him, so, he asked Daphne to see what she thought. After all, Daphne was the leader of the Leisure army, and she also had rich combat experience. I can help you. There are silver-level elite red tigers in the deeper part, with very terrifying strength. Although my current condition is not very good, I still have the strength to fight. Dong Lei frowned when he heard this. Help. I don't need help from others. Hex Devil Gun, legendary, in one hand. Under attack. With a 50% chance, it can steal 200% of the enemy's life. Who can survive? Window, _tabula equals window, _tabula, _tabula. Push, mode, thumbs, feed, 01, container, tabula, below, article, thumbnail, 300x250, placement, below article thumbnail, 300 by 250, target _type, mix. Chapter 14 Who Can Kill Me? You are listening at novelfull.audio. Thorn armor, legendary, on my body. Under defense. 200% probability, the enemy's attack damage will be converted into magic damage to respond to the attacker. With the current level of alien beast. Who can kill me? Don't die even if you are wrong. After all, I can do whatever I want, and you will agree. In the Beacon Valley dungeon, infiltration level, Dong Lei is also worried that Daphne may be in danger if she is alone. Then he decided to take Daphne deeper inside. After all, this woman stole his young boy's first kiss. He didn't even give it to Laurelin. It's all to save people. To save people. Okay then, follow me, I'm going to fall behind. Dong Lei sighed, nodded and said. Good. Seeing Dong Lei's agreement, Daphne was very happy and responded. Then, Dong Lei took the Hex Devil Gun, legendary, and took Daphne deeper. At this time, a prompt sound came from the system. Congratulations, after healing the leader of the Thunder Lion army, LV-19 Daphne, master level, a random 100-fold increase was triggered. Make him the leader of the Thunder Lion army, LV-19 Daphne, quasi-king level. What? NPCs can also be randomly multiplied by 100 times. Is there such a hidden effect? This SSS-level talent, passive crazy plunder, is too perverted. Dong Lei turned his head to look at Daphne, and her expression had indeed changed dramatically. Even though Daphne's blood volume is only half, however, Daphne's temperament alone has changed a lot, even more heroic, aloof and indifferent. But when Dong Lei turned to look at her, she fell into the image of a little woman. Huh? What's wrong? Daphne lowered her head, knowing why Dong Lei suddenly turned around, stared at her, kissed her delicate lips, and asked in a low voice. Apart from Dong Lei, Daphne showed her shy image. It's okay. Dong Lei turned around, feeling ashamed of the woman who fell in love, the woman who was willing to listen to him. However, Dong Lei still couldn't help but believe that this woman's promotion might be very fast. Then, you need to work harder, of course. If you want to suppress this kind of woman, it is difficult to protect what you did at that time. If he were to be violated by her, he would definitely die. Although, he was treating Daphne and had no choice but to do so. What is Dong Lei thinking about? He still believes that Daphne, who is extremely fond of him, will change. After all, he doesn't have any territory, guild or anything like that now. If he wants to recruit Daphne to become his member, he has to wait until the time comes. Now, the most important thing is to improve your own strength level. The young man is just a young man. He only thinks about how to recruit Daphne, who will be very powerful in the future. And is thinking about other things. 2 years of my life have been in vain. After Dong Lei and Daphne walked for a while, they saw the huge red-spotted tiger appearing in front of them. The red-spotted tiger roared strangely, discovered Dong Lei and Daphne, and rushed toward them. Red-spotted tiger elite, silver level, level 25. Level, silver level. HP, 8700/8700. Attack power / magic attack power, 1890-2880. Skill damage, tiger roar, iron claw, tail whip. Introduction to the alien beast, a terrifying silver-level elite alien beast. Its body is full of fireworks, and it is afraid of any provocation. As a result, a ray of light shot past. Boom! -22W. In an instant, the red-spotted tiger elite, silver level, fell to the ground, dead. A bunch of stuff also exploded out. Congratulations, you killed the red-spotted tiger elite, silver level, received 20 gold coins, and gained 330,000 experience points. Triggering a random 100-fold increase, you get 3,500 gold coins and 34,500,000 experience points. Because your level has not been unlocked, it has been stored in your experience pool. Your level experience will be automatically increased after you unlock it. Wow! You killed the red-spotted tiger elite, silver level, in one fell swoop. Daphne covered her mouth, unable to imagine this. Before, she had not yet reacted to the fact that Dong Lei killed the red-spotted tiger, silver level, and injured her. Now, Daphne, who had recovered, saw with her own eyes that she was hit by Dong Lei's ordinary attack. The red-spotted tiger elite, silver level, in front of me was killed just like that. In front of Dong Lei, this red-spotted tiger elite, silver level, is as easy as chopping melons and vegetables. It seems that he is still too weak. It would take more than Dong Lei for her to regain her full strength, and Dong Lei heard the sound of the system. Congratulations, traditional mage class second job transfer mission, A. You have completed the kill of a silver level elite beast. There are still 7 silver level elite beasts left. Congratulations, you have successfully obtained all the skills of the red tiger elite, silver level, through the SSS-level gift, passive, crazy plunder. Dong Lei opened his information interface and looked at the skills of the red tiger elite, silver level. These skills have all been triggered by a random 100-fold level, LV1 tiger roar, level, 1. Effect, release the tiger roar. Attack the enemy with 300% confusion, cooling time, 30 seconds, blue bar consumption, 10 MP, proficiency 0 out of 100. Function. Introduction, one of the skills of the red tiger beast, LV1 iron claw, level, 1. Effect, a sharp claw attack, attacking the enemy with 270% damage, cooling time, 30 seconds, blue bar consumption, 10 MP, proficiency 0/100. Function. Introduction, one of the skills of the red tiger beast, LV1 tail whip. Level, 1. Effect, a tiger whip appears to attack, attacking the enemy with 230% penetration damage. Function. Introduction, one of the skills of the red tiger elite beast. Ashamed of being a silver level elite beast, it is only slightly higher than the previous elite skills of the rat tail, so Dong Lei changed the skill launch shortcut key. The previous elite skills of the rat tail were all replaced with the skills of the red tiger elite, LV1 rebirth, and LV1 rune fixation, are still on the skills shortcut keys, so LV1 tail stab, LV1 bite, and LV1 fang, were replaced with LV1 tiger roar, LV1 iron claw, and LV1 tail whip. Daphne was so obsessed that she lost her eyes and waited to come back to her senses. I found that Dong Lei had gone far away, so I hurried to catch up with him. At this time, Dong Lei killed the red tiger elite, silver level. Daphne was fascinated by it. Then, she quickly reacted, ran to Dong Lei and reminded him. Dong Lei, there is a gold-level beast in the deeper place. We must be careful. It's very powerful. Dong Lei nodded, didn't say much, and continued to walk in. After walking for a while, it turned to the bottom of the valley. A huge cave appeared. In this huge cave, the roars of various red tigers came. Dong Lei didn't care, and strode into the cave, and Daphne gritted her teeth, a little panicked. She even wanted to hold Dong Lei's hand, but she didn't dare, so she followed Dong Lei closely. Chapter 15. He gets all the benefits. You are listening at novelfull.audio. After entering the cave, the next scene surprised Dong Lei a little. Instantly, Dong Lei understood. This Fengyan Valley dungeon, infiltration level, actually has mount supplies. It is worthy of the additional increase of 3,000 times in the dungeon income. Generally speaking, there are few mount supplies in the Legion dungeon. At the beginning of the game, mount resources are very scarce, and the Thunderflame Tiger gold-level beast in front of him is huge and burly, very conspicuous. It is more than twice as tall as the red-spotted tiger elite, silver level, sitting alone in the center, lying down and dozing. There are several blue eggs next to the Thunderflame Tiger. They are mount eggs, not pet eggs. Gold-level mounts are very rare and very precious. It takes a lot of gold coins to buy them. The Thunderflame Tiger mount is several times more expensive than other gold-level mounts. When it is sold to some guilds, it is estimated that a lot of gold coins can be earned. The Thunderflame Tiger is the leader of these red tigers, and the red tigers are patrolling around it. Among the red tigers, there are red tiger elites, silver level. At this time, Dong Lei and Daphne appeared. Several red tigers found them and roared, attacking Dong Lei and Daphne. Seeing this, Daphne stood beside Dong Lei with a sword, and Dong Lei made several ordinary attacks, mixed with skill releases. These red tigers had no way to get close to Dong Lei and Daphne. They had already fallen to the ground, deader than dead. With the sound of the bombing, all the red tigers in the cave, including elites, were attracted. They all gathered and attacked Dong Lei and Daphne. The result is imaginable. Including the red tiger elite, silver level, they all died in the Hex Devil Gun, legendary level, in Dong Lei's hand. Dong Lei didn't even use the evil mask, legendary level, on his face. The LV1 absolute cooldown, passive, became a 200% reduction in skill cooldown. This made Dong Lei's attack speed very fast. Every normal attack and skill attack, they all attack twice, attacking the red tiger, including the elite. The red tiger's head showed a shocking red digital damage. They all lay on the ground and died instantly, after Dong Lei killed all the red tigers, including the elite. This Thunderflame Tiger woke up. The Thunderflame Tiger stood up, shaking its tiger head. And its eyes were a little shocked. How did these two creatures appear in front of it? Where are its guarding red tigers, including the elite? Why are they all lying on the ground? Dead? Lei Yenhu was stunned when he found his guard, the red tiger, including elites, all dead. Suddenly, Lei Yenhu looked up at Dong Lei and Daphne again. At this time, Dong Lei looked at Lei Yenhu's attributes on his personal interface. Lei Yenhu, gold level, 30. Level, gold level. HP, 35642/35642. Attack power / magic attack power, 4985-5880. Skill damage, Thunderflame, Tiger Hoof, Beast Introduction. Lei Yenhu is extremely terrifying and should not be provoked too much. It is a very powerful existence in the gold level. At this moment, Dong Lei has killed 8 silver level elite beasts. System prompts came from his ears. Congratulations, you have completed the traditional mage occupation secondary job transfer task, A. Congratulations, you have triggered a random 100-fold increase and gained 3,250 attribute points. You have successfully unlocked the LV19 level cap and can reach LV29, you need to complete the job transfer task to unlock it. Congratulations, you have triggered a random 100-fold increase and gained the skill, Spell Surge. Congratulations, you have triggered a random 100-fold increase and gained the skill, Arcane Spirit, passive. LV1 Spell Surge, level 1. Effect, release a terrifying magic ball that bounces between enemies multiple times, up to 35 times. Each bounce reduces magic resistance by 130%, cooling time, 10 seconds, blue bar consumption, 80 MP, proficiency, 0/100. Function introduction, one of the advanced mage skills, LV1 Arcane Spirit, passive, level 1. Effect, cooling time is reduced by 200%, proficiency, 0/100. Function introduction, one of the advanced mage skills. Congratulations, you have upgraded your level. Upgraded to LV20 and gained 10 attribute points. Congratulations, you have upgraded your level. Upgraded to LV21 and gained 10 attribute points. Congratulations, you have upgraded your level. Upgraded to LV22 and gained 10 attribute points. The experience value in the experience pool was quickly injected, allowing Donglei to upgrade rapidly. It did not stop until it reached LV29. System prompt, your level has reached LV29, and you need to complete the job transfer task to unlock the upper limit. Donglei put all his thousands of attribute points into intelligence. All of a sudden, Donglei's basic magic increased by 35,461 to 36,752. Can't be provoked. Lei Yenhu, I'll give you a blow. Donglei took the Hex Devil Gun, legendary, and attacked Lei Yenhu. Donglei used the skill, LV1 Tail Whip, with the two skills, LV1 Absolute Cooldown, passive, and LV1 Arcane Spirit, passive. This made Donglei have 400% cooldown. Donglei released the skill, LV1 Tail Whip. From one Tiger Whip, it became 4 Tiger Whips, blasting towards Lei Yenhu. Boom! 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 105W, 110W, 108W, 112W. Every time he attacked, the damage that broke out was very terrifying. Lei Yenhu fell to the ground again on the spot. This time he didn't fall asleep, but he was dead. Seeing this, Donglei muttered to himself. For Tiger Whips are really powerful, how can this Thunder Flame Tiger stand it? I don't think I can stand it. Daphne on the side was surprised. Why is Donglei's attack getting more and more terrifying? Even the gold-level Thunder Flame Tiger was easily solved by him. By the way, this skill attack seems familiar. Why does it seem like the skill attack of the red-spotted tiger? Then, seeing Donglei talking to himself, he asked curiously. What's wrong with Donglei? It's okay, it's okay. Donglei smiled and scratched his head with his other hand. Even if there was an evil mask covering it, Donglei's embarrassment could be seen. World announcement, congratulations to the player, Shifeng, for successfully killing Thunder Flame Tiger, gold level. As the first player to kill a gold level monster, he will be rewarded with 30W gold coins and Fashion Gift Box, gold level. World announcement, congratulations to the player, Shifeng, for successfully completing Fengyan Valley Dungeon, infiltration level. As the first player to complete the infiltration level task, he will be rewarded with 50W gold coins and Fengyan Valley Gift Box, gold level. You trigger a random 100x amplification and get 6504W gold coins and Fashion Gift Box, master level. You trigger a random 100x amplification and get 7878W gold coins and Fengyan Valley Gift Box, master level. For such an announcement, other players were talking about it. Fuck, all the benefits are for him. Who does this player, Shifeng, want? Chapter 16 Gael Necklace, Legendary. You are listening at novelfull.audio. This guy is so terrible. He killed even the gold-level Thunder Flame Tigers. How many levels is he already? Maid, I'm still in the novice area. working diligently to clear monsters. Who isn't? After 2 and 4 hours of crazy grinding, I'm only at level 8. What level is this, Slaying Peak, at? The boss of Slaying Foam is so awesome. This, Killing Peak, has been announced to the world before. When will I be able to do it again? I don't have to give up the reward. Fortunately. He hasn't killed the diamond level beast yet. I'll be the first to kill him. No one wants to snatch it away. Some of the top game players and some organizational teams frowned. If Dong Lei is allowed to develop like this, it will be extremely detrimental to them. Thinking of this, a large number of top game players and some organized teams, everyone is leveling up like crazy, not taking any rest, just grinding monsters like crazy. Some scenes were created. Outside the novice village, a large number of players were waiting for the monsters to refresh the situation. At this time, Dong Lei didn't care about this. He quickly went to the center where Lei Yanhu's body lay on the ground, and passed there. Regarding the things next to Lei Yanhu, Dong Lei was most interested in the mount egg. As for the Lei Yanhu corpse, there may be some tiger bones, tiger skins, etc. to replenish HP and MP. For Dong Lei, he is not interested. After selecting attribute points and intelligence, the MP blue bar is very huge, enough for him to use for a long time. Dong Lei doesn't have anything to worry about. After all, his normal attacks can sometimes solve everything. Now Dong Lei's normal attack is equal to 4 times. Dong Lei arrived in front of these mount eggs, stretched out his hand and put them into his own package. Congratulations, you have obtained, Thunder Flame Tiger, Gold Level, Mount Eggs, *10. Trigger random times 100 times and get 3026, Thunder Flame Tiger, Epic Level, Mount Eggs. Digging. Is this okay? 3026, Thunder Flame Tiger, Epic Level, Mount Eggs. I feel like I have recharged too much money. Is this a misjudgment? However, when the time comes to exchange gold coins on the black market, at 1:999, I will probably make crazy money. Now, Dong Lei has not opened the porcelain jar, advanced, equipment before, and he has not sold it yet. Every piece of equipment is a master-level equipment. 1 million gold coins are priceless, but there are still several of them. I killed monsters along the way and got a lot of gold coins. Now, I have also obtained 3026, Thunder Flame Tiger, Epic Level, Mount Eggs. The price of each, Thunder Flame Tiger, Epic Level, Mount Egg, is estimated to be almost 10 million gold coins. He now has more than 300 million gold coins. After this wave, you will make a lot of money. It is indeed a 3,000 times increase in income, and with the addition of, it is a random increase of 100 times, being able to get 3026, Thunder Flame Tiger, Epic Level, Mount Eggs, made Dong Lei a bit dumbfounded. At this time, system sounds came from my ears. System prompt, congratulations on passing, Fengyan Valley Deputy, penetration level. System prompt, congratulations on occupying this secondary map. You can be rewarded with a fixed secondary reward, Thunder Flame Tiger, Gold Level, Mount Egg, and 2,000 gold coins every day. System prompt, if other players from other camps occupy it, you will no longer be able to obtain the fixed rewards of this submap. System prompts, do you want to leave the submap? Leave. After hearing this last sound, Dong Lei looked at Daphne who was obsessed with him. There was nothing left, so Dong Lei chose to leave. In an instant, rays of light scattered down, covering Dong Lei's body. In an instant, Dong Lei and Daphne disappeared from the place. After a while, Dong Lei and Daphne arrived at Yam Canyon. Before Dong Lei could ask where Daphne was going, let's go with Z, and we will go to Loya Castle recently. Daphne, however, looked at Dong Lei and took the lead in speaking firmly. I'll go with you. Don't leave me here. Dong Lei was stunned for a moment. Daphne, you are the leader of the mighty Thunder Lion army. Dong Lei was a little surprised to actually say these words. Could it be that I, Dong Lei, will sell you out? Won't you go back on your own? It is said that women are road crazy. Are you the same, Daphne? A young boy is a young boy, that's what Daphne said. Dong Lei still can't quite understand. Another man who lived 2 lives in vain. Dong Lei thought for a while and said to Daphne. Okay. Just follow my steps. If you get lost, I won't come looking for you. Afterwards, Dong Lei took the lead and walked towards Luoya City. Lost? Ha ha ha. So, Dong Lei thought I would get lost. Daphne covered her mouth, showing a rare view of a little woman. After smiling, she hurriedly followed Dong Lei. Dong Lei went to Roya City while counting his gains in the sub-city. The previous Lorlan mission was completed. Lorlan gift box, legendary, has not been opened yet. Also, Leisure gift box, legendary, Fashion gift box, master, Fengyan Valley gift box, master, etc. have not been opened, so, Dong Lei opened all these gift boxes while walking. Dong Lei first looked at the content introduction of Lorlan gift box, legendary, Lorlan gift box, legendary, level, 1. Level, legendary, effect, get a random legendary equipment, function introduction. The gift box is a random equipment, and the right of interpretation belongs to the game. Legendary equipment? Not bad. But I don't know what kind of equipment it is. So, Dong Lei chose to click to open it. Then, a ray of light flashed, and a necklace appeared in front of him. Gael necklace, legendary, level 15. Class, legendary, defense, plus 2560. Equipment attachment bonus, 0.1. Defense plus 185.2. Constitution plus 265.3. There is a 30% chance to increase the damage stacking by 10% when attacking the enemy, which lasts for 20 seconds. Function introduction. Gael necklace, legendary, not only has defense, but also has a terrible attack damage feature. Stacking 10% damage is very powerful. For example, the first attack has 100 damage, the second attack, plus 10%, is 110 damage, the third attack, plus 10%, is 121 damage, and at this moment, Dong Lei has a 400% cooldown, and there are 4 attacks at once. In 20 seconds, how much damage will be stacked? Dong Lei put this, Gael necklace, legendary, around his neck, then, he threw a skill, LV1 overlay damage, at, Gael necklace, legendary. A system voice came from Dong Lei's ear. Congratulations. Gael necklace, legendary, under your LV1 overlay damage, blessing, can trigger a random 100-fold increase. Window, _tabula equals window, _tabula, _tabula. Push, mode, thumbs, feed, 01, container, tabula, below, article, thumbnail, 300x250, placement, below article thumbnail, 300 by 250, target _type, mix. Chapter 17 Gaelic set. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Gael necklace, legendary level, is an additional equipment bonus, with a 130% probability. When attacking the enemy, the damage will be increased by 135%. The duration is 20 seconds and the duration is permanent. The 130% probability has exceeded 100%, so it will definitely be triggered. 135% damage superimposed. Not bad, not bad. Dong Lei even narrowed his eyes with laughter. Even want to do a dance? This, Gael necklace, legendary, is already the most perverted piece of equipment among his equipment. Also, Thunder Lion gift box, legendary level, Fashion gift box, master level, and Fengyan Valley gift box, master level, have not been opened, so, Dong Lei first picked up the contents of Thunder Lion gift box, legendary level, and introduced it. Thunder Lion gift box, legendary level, 1. Level, legendary, effect, select one of the equipment. Necklace, weapon, body, belt, leg, to explode fixed random equipment, function introduction. This gift box is the best gift box at the legendary level, and the right of interpretation belongs to this game. Now, Dong Lei already has legendary necklaces, weapons, and body equipment. What is still missing is the legendary belt and the 3 equipment slots on the legs. For these 3 equipment slots, Dong Lei used to use those at the division level to deal with them. Now, some choices. Must choose legendary equipment. Dong Lei took another look and said, this gift box is the best gift box at the legendary level. So, Dong Lei thought about it and finally chose the equipment, belt. Then, Dong Lei clicked to open the Thunder Lion gift box, legendary level. With his hand, a selection interface appeared in front of Dong Lei. There are 5 choices floating in the clouds, which read, necklace, weapon, body, belt, and leg. Dong Lei didn't think too much and chose the belt, equipment, immediately. A ray of light and a piece of equipment appeared in front of Dong Lei. Gaelic belt, legendary, level 15. Level, legendary. Defense, plus 2867. Equipment bonuses, 0.1. Defense plus 199.2. Constitution plus 178.3. There is a 30% probability that when attacking the enemy, the defense stack will be increased by 10%, lasting 20 seconds. Function introduction, Gaelic belt, legendary level, strong defense effect, allowing you to face giant beasts calmly. Wow! It turns out that Gael is a set of equipment. Very good. Very nice. After Dong Lei put on the Gaelic belt, legendary, his equipment information interface appeared. After Gaelic belt, legendary, Gaelic necklace, legendary, appears. These 2 equipment slots began to shine. Then, a systematic voice came over. Congratulations, you combined the Gael suit, legendary level, and gained 10% of the basic physical/magic attack. 10% of basic physical/magic attack. Ha ha ha. This wave of opening is similar to the blind box series, super profitable. Ha ha ha. Dong Lei couldn't be happier, and that's not all. Swing a skill, LV1 superimposed damage, on his own equipment, Gaelic belt, legendary level, voices familiar to Dong Lei reached his ears. Congratulations. Gaelic belt, legendary level, has been added to your LV1 superimposed damage, successfully triggering a random 100-fold increase. Gaelic belt, legendary, is an additional equipment bonus, with a 200% probability of increasing the defense stack by 300% when attacking the enemy, and the duration is permanent. TSK, this defense, when I fight strange beasts, my defense becomes more and more explosive. Heartless. This is also a perverted piece of equipment. The best gift box at the legendary level. It is indeed so. After hearing this system sound, Dong Lei shook his head and said, there are also, Fashion Gift Box, Master Level, and, Fengyan Valley Gift Box, Master Level. Dong Lei chose to start from the reward step by step. The first was the reward from Lorlan, followed by the reward from the Thunder Lion Army. Behind it is the Fengyan Valley Gift Box, Master Level. The last one is Fashion Gift Box, Master Level. So, Dong Lei first took the Fengyan Valley Gift Box, Master Level, and looked at the contents. Fengyan Valley Gift Box, Master Level, Level 1. Level, Division Level, Effect. Randomly obtain a piece of Teacher Level equipment. Function introduction, Master Level equipment is very rare. Equipment, and it is already very rare to get it. TCH. It's rare. I have a bunch of stuff in my bag. When Dong Lei saw this, it was really hard for him to deal with dozens of pieces of master-level equipment, let alone this one. Then, Dong Lei turned around and looked at Daphne. Daphne has been following Dong Lei, looking at Dong Lei's back, in the best mood. No matter what Dong Lei does, even his back, he feels so handsome. Let Daphne's aloof style completely fall into the hands of Dong Lei. It's a pity that Dong Lei doesn't understand this. She was also afraid that Daphne would get lost. That when Dong Lei turned around, Daphne noticed that several pieces of equipment had been changed on his body, and the ones before him were different. It seems that Dong Lei has become much stronger. He seems to have become so handsome after changing his equipment. I really want to hug him. Daphne's eyes became blurred, as if possessed. In an instant, Daphne almost wanted to take the initiative to embrace Dong Lei's arms. This, Fengyan Valley Gift Box, Master Level, is for you. I have plenty of Division Level equipment. I gave it to you before. The robes and equipment you are wearing are also from the Master Level. Is it suitable? Do you need to change to something else? Dong Lei does not want this, Fengyan Valley Gift Box, Master Level. There are really too many Division Level equipment, therefore, Dong Lei planned to give Daphne this, Fengyan Valley gift box, master level. Anyway, Daphne already has the best impression of him. Whatever you ask her to do, she will agree to it. Of course, he will give some of the things he doesn't want to Daphne. This female Daphne will reach the saint level in the later stages. It's better not to be too lazy. After all, even though the kiss gave a robe and master level equipment, it seems like gives too little. I also dismantled the blue armor of the family and showed them all. When I applied repair powder, epic level, I touched it for a long time, although it was to save Daphne. But he also did these things that in Dong Lei's view, generally speaking, such prostitution. Dong Lei still plans to give more. When I meet this kind of woman who is the most affectionate, Dong Lei is still very square. He gave Luo Erlin a handful of Gujikeo, epic level, before Kuo, and asked Luo Erlin to save her father. This handful of Gujikeo, epic level, is enough for her to pick leaves while walking, the situation of wasting a large amount of gauge grass, epic level. Even so, Luo Erlin still has a few Jurji grass, epic level, which can heal her father Luo Donggui. Dong Lei has figured this out. Chapter 18. I'll give it to you if I say so. No more nonsense. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Well, it's quite suitable. Ah. Give me such a valuable thing. Not so good. I already have the master level equipment you gave me. In front of Dong Lei, Daphne is just a little woman. Facing Dong Lei, Daphne's voice became smaller and smaller, her face flushed, and she looked embarrassed. I'll give it to you. Stop talking nonsense. Giving you this master level equipment is still a good offer for your defense and attack power. Your own life is very precious. Dong Lei forced it into Daphne's hand and said. Daphne took this, Fengyan Valley gift box, master level, and her hand was grabbed by Dong Lei just now, which made her heart very happy. Since Dong Lei was going to give it to her, she didn't plan to refuse it, and responded like a mosquito. Well. Thank you. In Daphne's view, Dong Lei still cared about her and said that her life was very precious. It turns out that I am still very important in Dong Lei's heart. Let Daphne's favorability towards Dong Lei reach the top. You're welcome. Let's continue to rush to Roya City. Dong Lei turned around and continued to walk while opening the remaining fashion gift box, master level. In the entire Chaos continent, game fashions are usually obtained in mysterious stores and system rewards. In addition, game fashions do not occupy the equipment column and can be seen by everyone, therefore, they are deeply loved by many people. From the price, they are also in a state of speculation. Of course, fashions are the same as equipment, they are all divided into levels. However, even black iron fashions require a high price to buy, not to mention the later levels of fashions, which are even rarer and more precious. Dong Lei didn't think too much, picked up the fashion gift box, master level, and checked the content. Introduction, fashion gift box, master level, level 1. Level, master level, effect, a game fashion item will be randomly revealed, and the master level fashion item will dazzle your eyes. Function. Introduction, the gift box belongs to the fashion gift box, and the right of interpretation belongs to the game. As Dong Lei opened it, a ray of light flashed, and a pair of blue boots appeared in front of Dong Lei. Congratulations, you have obtained the Bloodthirsty Boots of Fengyan, master level. The Bloodthirsty Boots of Fengyan, master level, fashion item has a blessing feature. Now there are 6 choices for you to choose and confirm. After that, 6 floating clouds appeared in front of Dong Lei's personal information interface. Each floating cloud represents a choice. 1. Attribute blessing. Point 2. Skill improvement. Point 3. Defense enhancement. Point 4. Intelligence deepening. Point 5. Damage reduction ratio. Point 6. Physical damage, among them, physical damage, defense enhancement, and damage reduction ratio. Dong Lei will not choose. Physical damage is to enhance physical attack power. For a traditional mage, it's useless. Defense enhancement increases one's defense. I already have the Gaelic equipment set and thorn armor, legendary, so Dong Lei is quite confident in his defense. This defense enhancement is really not needed. As for damage reduction ratio, it is indeed okay. However, compared with skill improvement, attribute blessing, and intelligence deepening. It is still quite unnecessary. These three, skill improvement, attribute blessing, and intelligence deepening, made Dong Lei a little hesitant. At the current level, intelligence is definitely enough. Intelligence deepening also makes one's intelligence stronger. Attribute blessing is an all-round attribute improvement. This is a must for all-round professional players. However, Dong Lei still looked at skill improvement. At present, in Dong Lei's opinion, there is still no skill level improvement. You need to reach level 40 before you can learn knowledge. From now on, you can improve your skills. Each level of skill improvement will have a huge change in damage or other things. Therefore, it is very difficult to improve skills. After thinking for a while, Dong Lei still chose skill improvement, and clicked on the floating cloud of skill improvement. Then, the 6 floating clouds turned into 2 floating clouds. Please choose your skill improvement. Point 1. Choose a single skill to improve by 4 levels. Point 2. All skills to improve by 1 level. Faced with this choice, Dong Lei scratched his head for a long time before clicking all skills to improve by 1 level. Although the choose a single skill to improve by 4 levels made Dong Lei very tempted. However, Dong Lei still planned to upgrade all his skills to level 1. In this way, he would have more options in the use of his skills. Dong Lei could be more calm and composed according to the situation he faced. Soon, Dong Lei put on the pair of bloodthirsty boots, master level. A ray of light fell, and the voice of the system came to Dong Lei's ears. Congratulations, you have obtained the fashion feature of bloodthirsty boots of Feng Yan, master level. All skills are improved by 1 level. At this time, Dong Lei also saw the attribute function of bloodthirsty boots of Feng Yan, master level. Bloodthirsty boots of Feng Yan, master level. Level 1. Fashion attachment bonus. Point 1. Intelligence, strength, constitution plus 320.2. Fortune value plus 300. Fashion blessing feature. All skills are improved by 1 level. Function introduction. This is a pair of very beautiful shoes, modeled after a product processed in a field in the 21st century, which is very durable and durable. The fortune value is very difficult to obtain, which can improve some of your own game bonuses and affect some NPC images. For example, it has an impact on the random increase of 100 times in your SSS-level talent, passive, crazy plunder. As for random aspects, there is a certain influence on the fortune value. In the past, some players relied on the fortune points to make their luck explode and get some rare equipment, or they hooked up with some NPC strongmen and women and became their brothers and confidants. Becoming your brother means that you can attack the sub-district and the war for yourself. Becoming a confidant means being your money bag and buying some equipment that you can't afford for yourself. At that time, the fortune points became something that a large number of players wanted no matter what. For Dong Lei, increasing his fortune points is a very good thing for organizing a camp or guild in the future. After wearing this pair of bloodthirsty boots, master level, I feel that my steps are like the wind, and the speed of going to Roya City seems to be 1 step faster. Dong Lei has opened all the gift boxes, and now it is his 3rd career transfer task. At present, Dong Lei has reached level 29. And he must complete the 3rd career transfer task to reach level 30, so, Dong Lei opened the personal information interface, and a colon appeared, which was the 3rd career transfer task. Chapter 19, Mount Hatching. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Dong Lei clicked on the interface colon, and the interface in front of him automatically jumped to the taskbar, and the content of his 3rd job transfer was automatically opened. Traditional mage occupation 3rd job transfer task, S, level, S. Task introduction. A traditional mage, when in trouble, must bravely break the shackles. Task 1. Please kill diamond level elite beasts that are not lower than your own level. You need to kill 10 diamond level elite beasts to prove your strength. Task requirements. Kill 10 diamond level elite beasts that are not lower than your own level. Task time, none. Task rewards, 1. 10 attribute points. 2. Unlock level 3. Unlock mage skills. Task 2. Learn about your own professional knowledge and improve your 2 knowledge to intermediate level. Fuck. I just got S level in my 3rd career change. I won't get SS in my 4th career change. I give up. However, the requirements of these two tasks are quite high. It's relatively easy to complete, which makes me feel more at ease. After Dong Lei cursed, he was relieved. After all, he is too strong now. As for learning knowledge, he has so much military value now, so he can easily exchange for some advanced ones. What's more, learning intermediate knowledge is very simple, and killing 10 diamond-level elite beasts is also quite easy for Dong Lei's strength. After closing the taskbar, Dong Lei went to his mount bar. Now, if he wants to get to Roya City quickly, it's better to hatch the mount egg he got. As long as he reaches level 20, the mount interface will appear. Dong Lei is already LV29, and it already exists, so, Dong Lei opened the mount interface. Mount, point 1. Mount 1, no hatched egg. Point 2. Mount 2, need to spend 10 W gold coins to unlock. Point 3. Mount 3, need to spend 20 W gold coins to unlock. Point 4. Mount 4, level limit, cannot be unlocked, except for Mount 1 given by the system. Other mounts require a certain amount of gold coins. In addition, the number of mounts is also limited by level, although, the later mounts will require more gold coins to unlock, but, for 10 W or 20 W gold coins, Dong Lei's current assets are really not worth it. Dong Lei chose to click to unlock 3 mounts. Shifeng, are you sure you want to unlock 3 mounts? It will cost 300,000 gold coins. Yes, Dong Lei answered without any thought. Instantly, the mount interface flashed. Congratulations, you have successfully unlocked Mount 2 and Mount 3. Dong Lei did not think much about it, and immediately took out his package and took out 3 Thunder Flame Tiger Epic Mount eggs, and he put Mount 1, Mount 2, and Mount 3 in. At this time, the sound of the system came from my ears, and the interface showed the time. Your Mount 1, Thunder Flame Tiger Epic Mount egg is hatching. The estimated hatching time is 159 hours, 59 minutes, and 59 seconds. You can consume gold coins to increase the hatching speed. Your Mount 2, Thunder Flame Tiger Epic Mount egg is hatching. The estimated hatching time is 159 hours, 59 minutes, and 59 seconds. You can consume gold coins to increase the hatching speed. Your Mount 3, Thunder Flame Tiger Epic Mount egg is hatching. The estimated hatching time is. It is worthy of being an epic mount. The hatching time alone takes a week. However, you can consume gold coins to increase the speed. Dong Lei would of course make such a choice. He clicked on the mount program and chose to consume gold coins to increase the hatching speed. Within a few minutes, Dong Lei quickly clicked on the mount interface and chose to consume gold coins. A series of system sound prompts kept coming from Dong Lei's ears. Congratulations, you spent 50,000 gold coins, and the hatching time of Mount 1 was reduced by 2 hours. Congratulations, you spent 50,000 gold coins, and the hatching time of Mount 2 was reduced by 2 hours. Congratulations, you spent 50,000 gold coins, Mount 3. At this time, the system's voice changed. Congratulations, Mount 1 successfully hatched the Thunder Flame Tiger Epic Mount. Congratulations, Mount 2 successfully hatched the Thunder Flame Tiger Epic Mount. Congratulations, Mount 3 successfully hatched. All of a sudden, 3 more Thunder Flame Tiger Epic mounts appeared on his mounts. The next 3 voices made Dong Lei completely confused and shocked. Congratulations, the random 100-fold amplification is triggered, and the Mount 1 Thunder Flame Tiger Epic has changed. You have obtained the Thunder Flame Tiger Legendary Mount. Congratulations, the random 100-fold amplification is triggered, and the Mount 2 Thunder Flame Tiger Epic has changed. You have obtained the Thunder Flame Tiger Legendary Mount. Congratulations, you have triggered a random 100-fold amplification, and Mount 3 Thunder Flame Tiger Epic has changed. You have obtained Thunder Flame Tiger Legendary. Wow. Wow. Nice. Dong Lei laughed wildly in his heart. It turned out that the previous Thunder Flame Tiger golden, egg had undergone a random 100-fold amplification and reached the epic level. Now, after hatching, there is a random 100-fold amplification, and it has become legendary again. You know, the legendary Mount Egg was in Dong Lei's previous life. The legendary Mount Egg can only be bought with 1 billion gold coins, however. It is a pity that after hatching, it cannot be bought and sold, but for Dong Lei, these are not important. Selling an epic Mount Egg alone is also a lot of gold coins, not to mention, he does have a lot of gold coins now. There are so many ways to earn gold coins, not just by selling Mount Eggs. At this time, Dong Lei clicked on Mount 1, and Mount 2, and 2 Thunder Flame Tiger, legendary, mounts appeared in front of Dong Lei. After the 2 legendary Thunder Flame Tiger mounts came out of the void, they roared wildly. Daphne behind him was completely dumbfounded. She had just opened the Fengyan Valley gift box, master level, that Dong Lei handed to her. The system gave her a leg equipment, a pair of elegant and beautiful black silk, master level. The attributes of elegant and beautiful black silk, master level, are quite good. This surprised Daphne a little and a little shy. Now, Daphne just lowered her head to put on this equipment, then, she just looked up and saw the 2 Thunder Flame Tiger mounts coming out and roaring loudly. Daphne screamed ah, and fell to the ground. When she fell, Dong Lei turned around and looked at the posture of Daphne just falling. It turned out that Daphne was wearing a single robe, which was similar to a skirt. Now, Daphne's legs wearing elegant and beautiful black silk, master level, made Dong Lei look at them a few more times. Suddenly, in Dong Lei's eyes, he seemed to see everything. Chapter 20, None of them can compare to these 2 mounts. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Dong Lei regained his composure, walked over, and reached out to help Daphne up. Daphne, of course, saw Dong Lei looking at her. She looked shy, lowered her head and dared not speak, and stood up in cooperation. Don't panic. These are just my 2 mounts, Dong Lei explained with an awkward smile. Daphne nodded, did not speak, and looked very shy, with her hands spinning. As a result, Dong Lei walked towards the 2 Thunder Flame Tiger, legendary, mounts. It made Daphne doubt her own beauty. Could it be? I have put on socks, but I am not as good as these 2 mounts. Daphne pouted, seeming a little unhappy. However, in Daphne's eyes, these 2 Thunder Flame Tiger, legendary, mounts were still a little frightened and scared. This Thunder Flame Tiger, legendary. After Daphne recovered, she was even more shocked after seeing the 2 mounts clearly. The scene in front of her made Daphne stunned with surprise. At this time, Dong Lei approached the 2 Thunder Flame Tiger, legendary, mounts. The 2 Thunder Flame Tiger, legendary, mounts stopped roaring and looked at Dong Lei with great kindness and intimacy. They looked like 2 cats, very cute. Dong Lei opened the information interface of his mount column and checked it. Thunder Flame Tiger, legendary, level, 1. Level, legendary.hp, 8w/8w.attack, 3456-5644. Defense, 8035. Mount attachment bonus, 0.1. Strength plus 145.2. Constitution plus 138.3. Fire resistance plus 122.4. Movement speed plus 867. Skill damage, Thunder Flame, Tiger Hoof, Flame Tiger Technique, Mount Introduction, Legendary Mount. You deserve it, a very, very powerful mount. 1 asterisk represents 1 star. If you want to advance to 2 stars, you need to devour different types of mounts. You can reach up to 1 star, making the mount reach the peak of its own strength. Generally speaking, it is very difficult for gamers to own a mount, not to mention, I have to devour the mount to increase the star level, which is very reluctant. Of course, this is the Thunder Flame Tiger, legendary. A Thunder Flame Tiger, legendary, mount costs as much as 100 million gold coins. Who is willing to devour it? And for Dong Lei, if devouring can make the Thunder Flame Tiger, legendary, reach 10 stars, he is still very willing. Nothing else. More gold coins, more mounts. So, Dong Lei chose the Thunder Flame Tiger, legendary, in front of him to devour another Thunder Flame Tiger, legendary. Thus, to increase the star level of the Thunder Flame Tiger, I saw that after Dong Lei clicked on the devouring to improve, the Thunder Flame Tiger in front of him opened his huge mouth and swallowed the other Thunder Flame Tiger. The other Thunder Flame Tiger slowly disappeared, and the one in front of him was promoted by 1 star. At this time, a voice came from Dong Lei's ear. Congratulations, Thunder Flame Tiger, Legendary, *, devoured, Thunder Flame Tiger, Legendary, *. The random 100-fold increase was triggered, and Thunder Flame Tiger, Legendary, *, was promoted to Thunder Flame Tiger, Legendary, *. After devouring Thunder Flame Tiger, Legendary, *, it directly became 3 stars. There was still another Thunder Flame Tiger, Legendary, *, and Dong Lei also let this Thunder Flame Tiger, Legendary, *, continue to devour. The voice of the system continued to come over. Congratulations, Thunder Flame Tiger, Legendary, *, devoured, Thunder Flame Tiger, Legendary, *. The random 100-fold amplification was triggered, and Thunder Flame Tiger, Legendary, was promoted to Thunder Flame Tiger, Legendary. It just devoured 2, Thunder Flame Tiger, Legendary, *, and it reached 4 stars. Dong Lei was so surprised that he kept taking out Thunder Flame Tiger, Legendary, Mount eggs and kept spending money to hatch them. Congratulations, Mount 1 successfully hatched the Thunder Flame Tiger, Epic, Mount. Congratulations, the random 100-fold amplification is triggered, and Mount 1 Thunder Flame Tiger, Epic, Mount changes. You get the Thunder Flame Tiger, Legendary, Mount. Congratulations, Mount 2 successfully hatched the Thunder Flame Tiger, Epic, Mount. Congratulations, the random 100-fold amplification is triggered, and Mount 1 Thunder Flame Tiger, Epic, Mount changes. You get the Thunder Flame Tiger, Legendary, Mount. Then, the Thunder Flame Tigers, Legendary, were released one by Dong Lei. They were devoured by his own 4-star Thunder Flame Tiger, Legendary. As a result, it originally took hundreds of Thunder Flame Tigers, Legendary, to upgrade the Thunder Flame Tiger, Legendary, to a higher star. And under the triggering of the random 100-fold amplification, more than 100 were released in front of Dong Lei. Finally, a huge and ferocious Thunder Flame Tiger, Legendary, appeared. After that, Dong Lei continued to devour several Thunder Flame Tigers, Legendary, and upgraded Mount 2's Thunder Flame Tiger, Legendary, to a higher star. Mount 3 could not upgrade to a higher star due to the restrictions of Mount 4, because you can't swallow the Mount 1-star Thunder Flame Tiger, Legendary, and the Mount 2-star Thunder Flame Tiger, Legendary. Besides, this is not allowed, and you can't do this. 2 1-star Thunder Flame Tigers, Legendary, appeared in front of Dong Lei and Daphne. Thunder Flame Tiger, Legendary, level, 1. Level, Legendary, Mount stars, 9 stars. HP, 400W/400W. Attack power, 15321-16452. Defense power, 45675. Mount attachment bonus, 0.1. Strength plus 1211.2. Constitution plus 1354.3. Fire resistance plus 1332.4. Fire damage plus 1543.4. Movement speed plus 9546. Skill damage, Thunder Flame, Tiger Hoof, Flame Tiger Technique, Burning Fire Falling Star, Mount Introduction, Legendary Mount 1 star, you deserve it. Extremely terrifying and powerful mount. The huge breath and sharp eyes roared. It seemed to cause a shock under the feet of the Thunder Flame Tiger. A 1-star Thunder Flame Tiger is more than 1 time stronger than a 1-star Thunder Flame Tiger. The most core thing is that it has fire resistance and fire damage. For some gamers who focus on fire attributes, it is very important. Plus 1 fire damage is equivalent to adding 1% fire attack power. 1543 points of fire damage is equivalent to 1543% fire attack power bonus, more than 1,000 times the fire damage and fire resistance. It can also be said that plus 1 is equivalent to offsetting 1% of the fire damage. 1332 fire resistance directly offsets 1332% of the fire attribute, which can be said to be true. the fire damage can't hurt Dong Lei who is sitting on the mount. And the movement speed of plus 9,546 requires the Thunder Flame Tiger to run at full speed. After letting Dong Lei sit on it, it feels like the speed of sitting on a train, when these 2-star Thunder Flame Tigers. Legendary, looked at Dong Lei, they became cute and intimate again, like a cat, begging Dong Lei to touch their fur. Not bad. After Dong Lei finished speaking lightly, he turned over on the back of the Thunder Flame Tiger and pointed at the other Thunder Flame Tiger and shouted to Daphne who was confused.